Howdy, 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 back at it again. Today's video is going to cover 3.5 quick tips from Riza that I think will really help you out. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So, heavy Demo, we're going to reset with towards heavy kick and then cancel that into medium Superman punch. Gives us a plus 46 knockdown. So we can take Oki there with forward dash into charge towards heavy kick, which we can then confirm into back heavy punch if it hits. That's going to end up beating everything but perfect parry and reversal. So let's look at the situation if they block. We end up plus 6. Plus 6 is really good. Means, hey, if they mash anything, no matter how fast it is, we can push medium punch, counter hit them, we're great. And the other thing that is fantastic is that we're really spaced out. So even if they block this all, we get a spacing trap there, right? So that's excellent because normally you don't get that off of medium punch target combo. So if they know the situation, they'll be really inclined to push crouch medium kick because usually that's like a guaranteed thing. So you sort of put them in a situation where they're like, ooh, I know what I can do here, and they don't really know what to do, and they get exploded. Tip number 2 is going to have them in Burnout, and we're going to take advantage of the extra active frames on Superman Punch by sort of getting a little cheeky and trying to loop some of this towards heavy kick pressure, which isn't quite real, but it's a little more real than it used to be. So what I mean by that is it used to be the case that if they would jump out of this, right, if they would jump here and this would hit them airborne, that would just land in front of their face. Now we hit on one of those later active frames, we're plus 10. So if they want to get out of this sequence now, they pretty much just have to mash after blocking this, right? Because this is an 8-frame gap, but you're plus 6. So if they do mash, you know, they're going to eat a huge combo. You know, you get like boom, 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 you know, I mean, into a ton of damage. So they can go, oh, I'm plus 6. I guess I'll block and just keep being minus, or I'll risk mashing, right? Kind of a tough spot to put them in. Tip number 2.5, I'm calling this a half tip because it's really more of just like a Oki thing that I like. You don't have to like it. Is after charge Gladius, I like dashing up and then just manually timing towards heavy kick. So this is really easy to time to beat meaties or to beat wake up buttons. Right? I just go like, oh, as soon as I see him start to stand up, I hit heavy kick. Forward dash, oh, he's getting up, hit heavy kick. You can go to like Gladius and the combos. Or something I like doing as well is just drive rush canceling this because it gets you a 50-50 on block, right? So it's like, okay, boom, I can frame trap with that, or I can command grab. So it's a way to force a guess, especially if I've got a lot of drive gauge to spend. I like that because people usually, they're just not used to you getting that there. I think people like to mash after this because you're really far away. So it's like, oh, he certainly doesn't get a meaty here. And it's like, no, I get a meaty here. Wouldn't you know it? So that's half the tech tip. The last tech tip that I have for y'all is going to be a DP punish that is dependent on how much drive gauge you have, how much super meter you have, and where you are on the screen. Pretty niche. So we want to be far enough away from the corner so that after I do OD quad, I cannot walk up and hit him on the wall. I want to have between 1.5 and 3 bars of drive gauge, and I can't have access to level 3. Okay, so pretty specific situation, but this is the combo. After this, we can actually land a medium demo and then go straight into level 2. 6189, right? Decent damage, as opposed to what the old combo I would have suggested was, which would have been something like this, except that was supposed to be back heavy punch. Right, where we would do this, and we get 6089 or 6091. So you get about 100 more damage. You know, a little bit more meter, but about 100 more damage. Hopefully this was helpful. As always, have a good time.